Okay, Cody Colby here with my Module 8 review. I'm going to just go over what we see on the website first. This is my login page. This is a user that's in the database, which has access. So sign in, shows the token at the bottom. All right, leads me to my home page, which is um, has the required cards on it. So I have agent table here, transaction list here. Also, if you look up at the top right here, you can see that it does um, show the user's first and last name, the welcome. I'll go to the agent table first. Agent table populates with the edit delete. I've got all the ones that are in my database right now. I'll just go ahead and create an agent. I'm not sure if this is, no, I don't need to, yeah, I'll do that. So we'll just do, I don't know, somebody new. I'm in the North region, give them a rating of 50. Uh, give them a $200 fee and say sales are 5,000 and save that. My toast notification pops up. I can click back to go back, save, confirm, record saved. And then if you come here, you'll see that somebody new is there. So if I click on this up here, it's going to take me back to this page. If I go to transaction list, you'll see that the transaction history table is loaded with 10. Here, I'm just going to show this. We'll click on somebody new, showing the users with the ID. On here, it can only be positive numbers, can't do anything less than that. So we'll just add an extra $1,000. Submit transaction. Again, now I want to go back. Okay, yes, confirm. Transaction submitted successfully. And now he's loaded up at the top here. So it's loaded by date, right? So now just to show, if I go back here, see somebody new is now at 6,000. So it's communicating with that. All right. Also in here, I go under application, you see the token that's being saved. Okay. I'm just going to go through a little bit of the code. So in the back end, I have my server, which has the routes for the different pages that I have. Got the one for user. This is going to be my endpoints. One for transactions, which we've got creates a new transaction, stores it in the database. That's not a good look. And then this is the transaction data. I have one for sessions and records as well. This is my connections file. So this is going to connect with MongoDB. Also here is where is it at? I have part of the built-in 24-hour for the token to expire here. I have some catches, some tries here as well. So it'll give, if you look down here, the bottom, let me know what's going on. We've got a successful. I also have 4 schemas, one for the user, one for the transaction, um, for the sessions, for the tokens, and then also for the agents schema. All right, now in the front end, several files. So the main, which is going to this is how it's going to be going to the each page here as well. So it's more like connecting routes and which pages are going to show up where. On my app.js, it's the one large component of my use states here. I've got the cookie token, name that, use that. This is part of how the navigation bar is not showing up on specific pages, right? So I don't want it showing up on the login page. It doesn't need to show up on authorization. So got the check if the validation is local. It's going to fetch from this endpoint. If the response isn't okay, it's going to take it right back to the login page. Otherwise, it's going to pull the full name, first and last name for the API. And this is a catch for if there's some type of validation error. And then it's going to go ahead and send that through. And if there's an issue with the path or the token changes, that's what this is going to be doing here. And then this is connecting with my nav bar. It's like the HTML for my nav bar. I'm not going to go through all of these, but I have my app authorized page, my transaction page, which in React JavaScript, we're able to have our the job instead of having the page that has the JavaScript functions and a different page that has the HTML, it can be done on one page, which is convenient. So, I have my imports, my use states, and then I have my different um, things that are, making everything work. I find a better way to explain that. But I also have my toast component. So to keep things cleaner, I was able to take my toast component and put it in its own separate file that I can export and use on the pages that I need to use. The record list is what has the list of records, right? And all similar setup is what I was saying before. So I have like HTML here basically, or what's going to be connecting with the database to pull the first and last name and then the region rating fee. We've got a button here to edit, to delete, got the use state. Yeah. So everything is handled here for that. And then down here is where my toast is. Yep. So that is going to be repeated with a lot of all of these pages, right? Just different things going on there. Um, yeah. So this was a lot, but we got through it. So, um, I'll look at my list here. Yeah, so added modals to the create agent, update agent, delete agent, submit transaction to all those buttons, um, notifications where it needed to be, and then also I'll just go ahead and show I do have a README with the research questions, so the definitions and a little bit of examples here, and I put it into the format that I've been practicing just to make it look better. So yeah. All right. Well, thank you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.